Selection Committee, a function he performs with great proficiency in class, but he has graciously agreed to be Master of Ceremonies for this evening. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Master of the Master of Ceremonies, the eloquent and incomparable Mr. Pat Conlon.
Thank you, Eleanor. For those of you who have been here before, more than once, and wonder why I keep turning up in this spot every year, I will remind you that I own the tuxedo. This is a very special night, not only for those who are being inducted into the 1992 list of all-time greats in Nova Scotia, and for their families, but it's a night that brings together generations, people from generations who have not seen each other for many, many years. As a matter of fact, I spent the last hour or so catching up with some people that I hadn't seen for 35 or 40 years, and I just want to say to those who are here supporting, either members of or supporting Pat Patterson and the St. FX hockey team of 1951-52. I just want to say to all of those people that I was in school with back in 1943, 1944, that I am the guy that all of you, and Gordy McNeil and Jack Bone and Harry Henderson and J.B. Rutherford and all you guys voted me the least likely to succeed, but I'm up here with a tuxedo. Seriously, it's great to be here. We are in, as you see, a bit of a new setting this year. And I think that to this point, everybody has enjoyed the change. Now, we had great success and we have very fond memories of the Cohen, but I think that you will agree with me that, again, Bill Robinson and his wisdom, our executive director, in consultation with the board of the Nova Scotia Sport Heritage Centre, have made another smart decision in coming here to the Sheraton this year. We've had a marvelous dinner. Now we're getting ready to honor some of the all-time greats of Nova Scotia sports. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon the 1991 recipient of the Canadian Airlines International Award as the Nova Scotia Sport Heritage Volunteer of the Year. She has been associated with the Hall for many years, was very properly honored in 1992 and 1991. I would call upon Heather to join me on stage at this time to make the presentation of the Canadian Airlines International Award for Volunteer of the Year for 1992. Heather?
Joel Jacobson, wherever you are, I can see what I have written here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Volunteer of the Year Award is special for a couple of reasons. It salutes volunteerism, perhaps the most worthy of community pursuits. It is awarded under the auspices of Canadian Airlines International, long a staunch supporter of the Nova Scotia Sport Heritage Centre. Tonight's recipient is most worthy. We'll tip our hand a bit to say that it is a gentleman. If I may be allowed a play on words, he is a gentleman in manner and a gentle man in spirit. This person is known for his kindness, humor, and willingness to carry out any tasks needed at the centre. He is the most gracious of hosts, a teacher assistant, if you will, with school groups, and wields a hammer and nails for repairs to showcases, solving, or any other challenge his carpentry skills can solve. The word no does not exist in this person's vocabulary where the centre is concerned. His helping hand can always be counted upon to open the centre to the public before every hockey game, act as museum host at the brown bag lunches, welcome teachers and administrators to our social studies workshops. This person takes great pride in the sport heritage of the province. He revels in the joy of learning. His inquisitive mind seeks out as much information as possible on the center's displays. He wants to be the best at what he does. He feels the more he knows, the more enjoyable he can make each visitor's tour of the center. In his quest for knowledge, he went back to school and attended Sandy Young's sport history classes. That, friends, is a very real commitment to excellence. This person has a lifelong involvement in sport, particularly softball and baseball. He is well known for wearing out the road between Ketch Harbor and Halifax to ensure his offspring attended each and every practice and sport event in which they were involved. This person works most closely at the Heritage Centre with Patty Hutchison, Sport History Development Coordinator. "I love him," says Patty. Husband Archie, are you listening? What does Patty most admire about this person? Why? The way he is with people. He treats everyone the same way, with the same respect. Whether it be queen or commoner, each receives his special brand of kindness, gentleness, and good humor. Of whom is she speaking? Jerry Spears. Larson, Regional Manager, Atlantic Canada, Canadian Airlines International, usually presents this award, but is away at a conference. On his behalf, the Centre has asked Patty Hutchison to present the Canadian Airlines International Volunteer of the Year Award to this most worthy recipient, Jerry Spears. Would Jerry and Patty please come forward?
Pat and Heather, they say life is full of surprises, and this goes without saying that this is probably one of the biggest surprises of my life. Like, there's no cliche saying I should have stood in bed. So if I'd have known this was going to happen, I probably would have. I want to thank the selectors who have selected me as the Volunteer of the Year. It's the least thing I ever expected. And in accepting this, I would like to accept it on behalf and share it with all the volunteers that have taken part and given up their time over the years to the original hall at the Halifax Forum Complex that I remember well, second home at the brewery on Hollis Street, and now at the Nova Scotia Sports Heritage Centre in the World Trade and Convention Centre. To all of these people, I accept it and share it with them. Thank you very much.